Hey guys, what's going on? Storm1253. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I will be showing you on how to do the FireBasez Easter egg. Before you do that though, for this Easter egg, I do recommend Ether Shroud because on the boss fight at the very end, you do get crowded, and in this map, you can get crowded a whole lot. If not, Healing Aura, Ring of Fire, just kind of do whatever you feel comfortable with. But without further ado, let's get started.
Thanks for that.
So now, after you had turned on power, you will then get a quote saying that you need to go talk to Dr. Peck. After you have talked to Dr. Peck, Reznov will start talking, and you need to return back to the village, aka Pack Punch. If you guys are doing this solo, you would have to go all the way back to the teleporter, but if you guys are doing this, at least duo or trio, then you can go ahead and just have the other person go talk to Peck, Reznov, the moment that happens. After this conversation with you speaking to him, then he will drop a key, or more like he'll put a key card in the little mail thingy right there. Then you would need to find 3 different cabinets around the map.
Telling stories we knew could not be true. To extract the truth, we created a special serum. This keycard will get you access to the materials needed to make those. This truth serum will make that bastard Peck tell you anything.
The first one that you will find is actually here in the village. You can instantly go grab the card, go into here, leading up the stairs to the teleporter, and the moment you swipe that key card, there is one of the potions for the truth serum that you are going to build for that. The second one is in the command office or colonel's office. Swipe the card. Once again, another thing that you will need for the truth serum. And another one is right under what I like to call the dome room, and the filing cabinet right here. It's a real sneaky one. I was looking all over this place for it, and I was just kind of blind. So after that, what you'll need to do is that you need to make it to the medical office by the barracks. You go through there, turn left, and put the serums in. After a little bit of that, all of a sudden you'll realize that hellhounds are now starting to spawn. Now these motherfuckers ain't like the original hellhounds where they go ahead, they come jump at you and all that shit and just hurt you. When they jump at you, they also explode on you. And so it ain't like the plague hounds from D Machine. It's a mixture of the hellhounds and the plague hounds when they explode. Usually right around when you get all the hellhounds killed, you'll be able to go up to the machine, hold X, square, or whatever your interaction key is on keyboard to insert the gas and equip that. The moment you do that, you're going to go right to the ball, or to the orb place, and right under the orb there will be an air vent, which I'm going to show you right here. You're going to want to grab that, go to the air vent, hold X or square or whatever your interaction key is on keyboard, and then go downstairs. The moment you go downstairs, Dr. Peck should be wondering what's going on, and then all of a sudden will be dancing to, I'm going to guess, either his girlfriend or his wife when they gone on a date in New York, I'm going to guess. I am not quite sure on what that's for, but whatever. Am I gonna question it? Hell no. So then right after a little bit, you'll be able to speak with Dr. Peck again. And it takes a little bit depending on the dialogue. If you wait for him for a little bit, then the dialogue will immediately start from what you're supposed to do. And essentially what we'll do here is that Dr. Peck will tell you some truths that Weaver is asking him. Like right here, it took a long time, but after a little bit, eventually it will just start the first track for you. After that, you're going to want to make your way to the data center where you'll be able to grab a few like traps, I guess what you could say. I think of it as kind of a reference to Ghostbusters, but you know, either Ghostbusters, Pokemon, whatever the fuck. What they are, just keep following here. You'll see a mine center, data center, whatever the hell. And what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to unlock it. Like I do right here. Just go up, interaction key, and then 4 of those things will then pop up. After that, you're going to want to wait for a mimic that pops up from items or disguised items like sentry turrets, attack choppers, C4, rare salvage, uncommon salvage. You know, stuff like that, not ones that spawn through barricades or spawn while you're trying to get the wonder weapon or stuff like that. You don't really want to do that. Right after that, what you're going to want to do is you want to get the mimic weak and then trap them in there. Now, the ones that you want, or the names that you want for that, I'll pop on screen. The reason for that is because you need 3 specific ones. So right after you get the last one, a floppy disk will come out. Now, by the way, those names don't need to be in any order. So the moment you get a floppy disk, you want to go ahead and make your way back to the dome place where one of the crafting stations for your armor and shit is. You want to go there, you want to place that disc in, and then if you go up towards the dome, which I will show you here, you just go up, and then that's where the portal is. For Samantha, at least. See, the door is opened. It wasn't open before. All of a sudden, boom. The portal will spawn, and it will just start saying, oh, 25%. Shit like that. But, after a little bit, the portal will then collapse, and you would need to go do some other shit. And then after that goes and the portal closes, you would now need to go back to Dr. Peck to go ahead and question him again. But the moment you do, he will ask you, or he will go ahead and tell you absolutely the opposite of what you're trying to do, because guess what? The truth serum wasn't very good.
Martha. Her truth was cold. Mine was warm. Safe, a lie. That's the thing about the truth. It's unforgiving. It doesn't care. Your feelings don't matter. But your truth. Stabilize the portal. You need more power. Find Ethereum crystals. Take them to the ether reactors. Should work. Now, leave me alone. Please.
You need Ethereum? I know some soldiers have been stealing crystals to sell on black market. As they are all dead, I do not think they will mind if you reclaim them for the motherland. Karma is a cruel bitch after all.
And then after you talk to Dr. Peck, Reznov will start giving you a code to a locker that is on the left of the vault door that is right by him. Go ahead, go up to that, and a device will drop on the ground right where I'm shooting right here. After that, you'll also need to make to the Scorch defense area to pick up a shovel. I've already picked up the shovel, but the shovel 100% of the time will be located right here in this corner, right by the window. After that, you're going to want to go ahead and dig up 3 different things, or 3 different canisters to do. The one in this area by the dome is right here. That one will go ahead up here, and then a whole bunch of mini ones will then spawn. The one you want to look for is the one with a white cloud. So if you look very closely, all of these have black ones, and those aren't the ones that you want. See, that one has a white cloud over it, but then yet This one right here has a black cloud over it. You don't want the black one. It looks like it has a whole bunch of little tiny shards. You want the white cloud single shard. Remember that, because if you don't, then you would have to wait till the very next round in order to do it. After that, what you're going to need to do is you're going to want to come here by the medical field place, and another one will spawn up from the ground. This one you need the Ray K for. So what you're going to want to do is you want to try to locate where it is. See, there's a purple thing right over there, and that's what you want. Now, you cannot get near this. If you get near this, it will teleport and you'll mess it up. You need to shoot it out there. Like, see, I shot it a little too far, so it ditched. You don't want that. You want to go ahead and shoot it from a certain space. You want to shoot right at it, and then you're able to pick it up. It kind of just makes it stay there, you know? After that, go ahead, place the canisters or the crystals into the ether reactors, all three of them. So there's one right here, there's one over by Stamina, one over by Speed Cola.
What's happening?
Right after that, the ether reactor, or no, the portal reactor place, the portal will then start to essentially implode, which means instead of it exploding, you know, the explosion going out, the explosion goes in itself, just in case you guys didn't know. Because Dr. Peck had you overload the machine. The portal was already good, just needed some calibrations, but Dr. Peck had you overload the entire machine. After this, you're going to want to come to the defense place right by the Colonel's office, or Jug, as you would call it. Go into, I believe that's the middle thing, and my dumbass had started this on a brand new round, so this ain't really useful. Just, you want to fight through this. You just want to go ahead, fight through this, and kill everything. Things get hectic if it's mid-game, but if you go ahead and wait till the end of the round and you have a friend save the last zombie, then you're good. You don't have to really worry about it. But hellhounds spawn in here quite frequently. Like, they spawn in here all the time. There's manglers at the beginning, usually sometimes in the middle of it, and then right at the end, 2 manglers pop out. After that, you are then able to go to the capsule and collect it once again.
Here's the thing.
Now, this step, or the step right after, is when you need to get prepared. And by the way, if you're on console and for some reason everything is glitching, like the smoke is not up there, change your FOV back to the default one. That's how you're able to even see the flags on this step. Like, I tried to do this with 120 FOV and I could not see where the flags were. And I had one of my friends that I don't even think changed his FOV to do it, and he was able to see him perfectly fine. Now, this is when the boss fight essentially begins. There's a cutscene and everything. So now I will let you guys watch the rest of it.
Satellite dish in position. Requiem control, you've got a green light. Fire when ready.
Connection established, systems nominal. Locking target. Initiating firing sequence. Firing in 3, 2, 1.
What the hell is that? Are you firing a goddamn space laser at my satellite dish?
Facility power now at 50%. Facility operating at full power.
Do you really think this will work? At best, you'll burn out the reactors. At worst, you'll make them explode.
Attention, power levels exceeding safety parameters.
That's it, strike team. Get back to the OPC.
recognize that voice. Weaver. You are Requiem. Run.
Are you fucking kidding me? How do we kill this
Now that was a beautiful, beautiful cutscene. You then want to go ahead and you just want to fucking shoot everything you have in this guy. This is why I said that you should go ahead and do Ether Shroud. Because in a small area, not a whole lot of place to train. So Ether Shroud will go ahead and be pretty good. And honestly, I do prefer you and your entire squad have the AK. Maybe some RPGs like the Sigma or the RPG-7. And a few extra points because there is a Wonder Fizz here. So if you do have a few extra points, then if you do go down, you can just go ahead and buy all your perks again. By the way, the perks that I do recommend for this boss fight, if you're doing this solo actually, or at all, Jug, Speed Cola, Tombstone, Stamina, and Quick Revive. All these tier 3, by the way, because see, Tombstone can help you out along with the Self Revive, but if you don't want to use your Self Revive, you could just use your Tombstone and just revive yourself. There you go. By the way, when you are using Tombstone, don't worry about going ahead and because the worst case scenario is that you'll just instantly down yourself. But every time I've used Tombstone, my Tombstone like shadow hasn't gotten taken down. And by the way, when that red thing shows up, you and your whole team need to start shooting at that because that's its crit spot. Like how I was usually doing 8,000 or 800 damage, right there it was doing what, 2,400? So you want to go ahead and you want to hit that crit spot. But see, I get cornered fucking everywhere during this. And it is, it's not a difficult boss fight really. Like I've beat it every fucking time almost. There are a few cases where I did almost fall and die. Or not fall and die, but got down and died. But I really didn't because I had, my boy Tombstone and a self-revive on me. And for the mainlers, you also want C4, because, C4 isn't a bad idea to have, or a bad thing to have. One thing you would also kind of want, I guess, is, once again, enough points to go ahead and buy Tombstone, even though I bought Jug here, but it's okay. Jug really does help too. But, just kind of do whatever perks you feel like would happen. I do believe I also go ahead and beat this as well. Once again, this isn't a really hard boss fight. Is it easy? No, because there's a whole shit ton of